Access to the US market has supported a number of industries in various African countries, in Lesotho, clothing, and the others in South Africa, auto, to a certain extent, agriculture. So depending then on what the US consumer does with regards to continuously buying those products, our assumption is that if there are higher tariffs, then the demand for those products will fall, because technically a tariff is a tax on a US consumer, making the exporting country products uncompetitive price-wise in the US market. I think the African countries almost have to think of what I would call the coalition of the wounded, looking into various countries and saying who has been badly affected by the US and how can they open up the room for engagement on that. The reality of this moment, though, is that regardless of if you are a poor country, middle income country, or a richer country, in most countries you want to enter into trade conversation with will want some form of reciprocity. Gone are those days whereby if you are poor, people will feel bad and then offer you an access into their market.
The most important thing for African countries is to sit down and try to understand as to where are the bottlenecks, how do they then promote trade amongst each other, how do they also search for common markets outside of the African context. And as I've indicated, the Middle East is coming up as one of the key partners, because in terms of agriculture, they're not doing that well. If you look at Asia, again, that is where they can also cause Asian countries to have industrialized at a rate that they are no longer focusing on agriculture, and it also promotes its opportunity. There won't be any big winner in this particular case, because we'll also see many nations also resorting to protectionist policies, of which does not necessarily bode well for the kind of international trading system that we have.